Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and today I'm so excited. I'm going to be filming with the Colourpop Disney Villains Collection, finally. I've been wanting to do a video on this for you guys for a while. I even did a poll on Instagram and it won. One thing after another, I just haven't had a chance to do it. So, and just quick disclaimer, my fingers are slightly purple because I did go back to my purple hair color and my fingers are still stained. So, it is what it is. But I didn't get the entire collection. I didn't get any of the highlighters. I didn't get any of the specific sets. I just kind of got what I wanted from the collection because, I don't know, none of the highlighters really spoke to me. And I personally, I've heard a lot of people say that they thought that like this packaging was really cute. I think it's kind of scary. I know that sounds stupid, but like, I don't know. Like, I just don't find that to be cute. And like the Ursula one especially, I thought was kind of, I didn't like it. I don't know. I don't mind the rest of the packaging. Like for the eyeshadow palette, I love the little, you know, tattoo looking symbols, the little paw prints, the skull and crossbow, the bird, the shell, all of that stuff. But I just didn't, even this is okay, but for me, it was just the packaging mainly that had, even this is okay. It's just the one that has their faces all scary. So anyhow, I'm going to show you what I got. So from the Maleficent collection, I got the Jelly Much eyeshadow in the shade Spindle, which looks like this. Hello, focus. It's like holographic. And then, okay, I guess they have this little pull tab. I've never used a Jelly Much eyeshadow. Ooh, that's really sparkly. So that is what it looks like on the inside. And then we're going to use that today. So I won't swatch it now, but you'll see it in a minute. And then I got from the Cruella de Vil collection, I got the lip gloss called Puppies because I just had to. I don't know if I'm going to use it today, but I'll swatch it. It's basically, you're not going to see much. It's just clear. I normally don't love their lip glosses, I'm going to be honest, because I feel like for the most part, they don't show up much. And I don't like this applicator. Most of their lip glosses that I've gotten in the past were like a doe foot applicator, but recently I feel like they've been kind of like that. And I don't like it. And then, but most of their lip glosses, what I was trying to say was that most of them are sheer. I did get one from the Hello Kitty collection that was really pretty. It was like a duochrome, and I love that one. I bought like 3 of them. But other than that, I just feel like they're kind of sheer with sparkle in it, no matter what shade you get. So, I don't know. And the lighting is a bit different in here. I feel a little bit washed out, but we're going to work with it for today, and hopefully it'll work out. If not, then I'll change it for the next time. But, okay, and this is the lipstick tube. I do like that they did this. Now, I can tell you, MAC came out with a Disney Villains collection, oh, I don't know, probably like 7 or 8 years ago. No, maybe not that long ago. I don't know. But I used to freelance for MAC, and I didn't freelance for them at the time that that collection came out, but I did buy part of that collection. And I could tell you that they weren't able to do as much with the packaging because Disney had like full control of like what the packaging was going to look like, what the colors were going to look like. So, you know, a lot of people have been complaining specifically with the eyeshadow palette, the colors, and I can tell you it probably has a lot to do with Disney having a lot of creative control. So this is the Dr. Facilier lipstick, and this is the shade. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I will swatch it for you. I'm probably going to wear it. Well, I don't know. It's probably not going to match what I'm going to do, but we'll see. I really don't have like a full plan. And then I got the eyeshadow palette, if I could figure out how to open this. And I already showed you the packaging for that. Now the inside packaging is really cute. It has like all the different characters. You can see that. Down there's Maleficent. So, and then the eyeshadow palette is just that, but it does look blurry. So that's not like it. I mean, parts of it look blurry. I don't know, but it's really, really cute. And then on the back is the shades. And I definitely like this palette better than the Princess one. So these are the shades. I'm really, really excited and I can't wait to use it. So Yeah, and then last but not least, I got the Glitterly Obsessed. I had to get them because they're so beautiful, and you guys know I use them on the eyes, even though I'll say it again, Colourpop said that it's for your body and your face and your body and your face, yes, and hair, but that it is cosmetic grade glitter, so it's kind of up to you. But and that's the outer packaging, and I personally, like I said, I do usually put it on my eyes. But and this is this shade. This is called Do I Look Like I Care? And then the other one, I think, was the Ursula one. And that one is called Anomaly. And it is more, it's like kind of the same, but it has more like of a blue. And this one has more of like a pinkish purple. So anyhow, and it has the same design on the top. So while I do my eyes, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about the Jeffree Star powder and concealer, because I have some updates. So, oh my gosh, I almost dropped this. Okay, so let me set them aside because we are going to use them. I'm still testing them out. So, okay. So let me prep my eyelids with my MAC. So I get a lot of questions about what I use. And I always use the same thing. I always use, well, okay, not always. Sometimes I use concealer. Sometimes I use the P. Louise base. But for the most part, my favorite eyeshadow base, and I have not found anything like it. I've tried every white eyeshadow base there is. LA Colors, multiple like eyeshadow sticks, the Milk Stick from NYX. Nothing seems to work as well as this MAC paint stick. And I sent one to my friend Leanne Soreo. I will link her channel up here. I sent one to her because I had, like, I keep it on auto ship. So I had an extra one sitting around, and I told her, I was like, just to warn you, you're probably going to get hooked on it because it's amazing, and it's just more emollient than any of the eyeshadow sticks that I've used or the P. Louise base. And you always look crazy at first, but then it's all right. So I'm going to start with the shade The Fates. Kind of, do I want to start with that shade? I think I do. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going straight in with the dark blue. So the Jeffree Star concealer. I cannot decide if I like it or not. Oh, and I'm using the James Charles brush set that I got from Morphe. It is right here. So, I really cannot, actually, before I do that, I'm going to go in with No Spots, which is the white shade. And I'm just going to put that on my brow bone. I cannot decide if I like the Jeffree Star powder. The concealer is good. I mean, I like it. Again, like I said in my first review, I stand by the same thing. Like, I don't know if I like it better than any other concealer that I've used. And you do get a lot less product than most concealers on the market, if not all. But in terms of the powder, so I will say the definite plus is no matter what you do, it does not matter if you're sleeping with your makeup on, because someone may have fallen asleep with her makeup on the other night. Your makeup will not budge, which means that, like, I'm telling you, when it becomes summer and it's hot out, I could see that powder lasting through any amount of humidity and heat that you would ever experience. Like, I can't even stress to you, like, I even made my husband like touch my face, because I was like, touch my face, and he went like this, and he was like, it feels like you have no foundation on, no powder, like no nothing. It feels like bare skin. And I was like, I know, right? Because that's what it feels like. It literally feels like you don't have any makeup on your face whatsoever, because it sets it that well. That being said, I really feel like if you're gonna get it, if you have dry skin, I don't think you're gonna like it, because I feel like I have experienced dry patches that I didn't know I had. Like, I feel like it has brought out dry patches that I did not know existed on my face. so I think, I mean, now I moisturized really, really well today, which is why I say we're going to use it again, because I'm testing it over different foundations and I'm testing it with different moisturizers underneath. But everything I've used so far, within a couple of hours, it's like it sucked all the moisture out of my skin. And I don't have dry skin. So I'm trying to see if moisturizing my skin really, really well ahead of time, if that will solve the problem. Because the past few times, I mean, I've moisturized, but not like a crazy amount, you know what I mean? So, not that I feel like you should have to do special things in order to get stuff to work, but you know, I'm willing to try because I now own it and I'm not going to return it. So I'm going to go in with the shade Forest of Thorns, which is this like purpley pink shade. And so yeah, so I don't know. That's all I know. I don't know what else to say, but I just feel like it's really a very dry formula. And I feel like unless you are careful, it will really dry out your skin, which I don't like, because who wants dry patches on their skin, right? So something smells good. Is it the brush? Is it the eyeshadow? I can't figure it out. Anyhow, but yeah, so I'm hoping, because I love the fact that it lasts literally all day, but I don't love the fact that it sucks all the moisture out of my skin. So I feel like it has pluses and minuses. And I want to figure out a way to make it work. And when I do, I will update you guys. But I just wanted to give you that short update, because my first impression was like, oh, I love it. And like the day that I first tried it, I had like done basically my nighttime skincare routine, I guess. Or not my nighttime, but yeah, no, I had used my night cream because the night before I had slept in my makeup, because sometimes I do that. I never should, and I really try not to. But sometimes I fall asleep with my makeup on, watching a movie or TV or something. And so the next day I was like, oh, well, I really want my skin to be well moisturized. So that morning, I remember I put on like my Physicians Formula Rose All Day like night cream and my serum. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to film a video using the Jeffree Star stuff because I had gotten it in the mail. And then that's when I did the check-in, it still looked good, I think, because I had properly moisturized. So I'm hoping that is the case, because I'm really hoping that that's all it is, that you have to moisturize really, really well in order for it to, you know, look good. So like I said, I will keep you guys updated. I just don't want somebody to be like, off my first impression, oh, it looks amazing, like I'm gonna go out and buy like this, that, and the other thing, when, you know, and then get it and be like, oh my gosh, it's sucking all the moisture out of my skin. So I just always want full disclosure, to be honest with you guys, and I want to update you on products if something with that product changes. So I need my glitter glue. Did I by any chance put it in? I did. I put it in here. Yay. Oh my gosh. I was like, I'm going to have to go get it. Okay. So now I'm going to take my glitter glue and I'm going to put it on my lid. Try not to block the camera. And I think I want to go in. I can't decide if I want to do the gold or the green or both. Probably both. I might do the gold in the inner corner. Let's see. Let me swatch the green. It's called Facile. Okay, so that's the green. Also, Jetsam is gorgeous. That's like a duochrome shade. But that'll be a little bit too dark. I might darken up the outer corner with that one. but facile would be pretty on the lid. And then I'll use this brush. What is this? Morphe M124. I don't know. I'm addicted to brushes. If there's a brush set out there, I want it. And I knew that, well, I've heard that they're going to be discontinuing the James Charles set, like the whole collection altogether, so I knew that I wanted to get them before they did that. That's pretty. It's like a shimmery olive green with like a little bit of gold sparkle. I'm so happy to finally be filming with this. I hate having products that I have not utilized yet in my collection. I mean, it's one thing if I've at least tried it, but it's a whole nother story if it's just sitting there staring at me going, use me, and I haven't even shown it to you guys yet. Okay, and now I'm going to take the gold shade called Diablo. Don't like that name, but there it is. And that's a very bright looking gold. Oh yeah, that's pretty. But that would be for Hades, the character Hades. Okay, I think I need more green on this side because, yeah, I need more green on this side. I didn't go over as far. There we go. So I finished watching a show on Netflix. Of course, now I'm not going to remember what it's called. Oh boy. Oh wait, do I remember? Is it called Bloodline, or is that the one I'm watching right now? No, right now I'm watching Bloodline. Oh my gosh, Retribution? What the heck was it called? I'll put it in the description box if I remember. But it was a show. It was a British one, and it was basically, looking for my makeup wipes, it was basically like a show about this young couple that was found murdered, and mystery ensues, yada, yada, yada. So, but it was really good. So I will try to remember to link it below. And now I'm watching Bloodline. I think, yeah, Bloodline. And that is a really good show so far, too. It has Kyle Chandler in it. And I feel hit or miss about him. Like, I don't think he's a terrible actor. And I've loved him in certain things, but he's also just not my favorite either. I don't know. I think I want to put a little bit of that darker shade, Jetson, the bluish, like duochrome shade, on the very outer, just to deepen it up some. Yeah. And I have some looks coming, some more looks coming with the Blue Blood palette that I filmed. But this one is going to go up before that one only because I did not want to, I didn't want to put up anything else before I put up this, just because I had even asked on Instagram what people wanted to see, and this was the winner. So I wanted to make sure, I don't want to lose that blue. I wanted to make sure that I did this one first, plus these. I got these items so long ago. I got them like when they came out, pretty much. Okay, that's a really pretty look. I did not expect to get that colorful or bright of a look with this palette first looking at it. So All right, so for my face, I decided, oh no, I almost dropped that lip gloss. Okay. I decided I was going to go back to an oldie but goodie combination, and I was going to use the Makeup Revolution foundation stick along with, because I hated this foundation stick when it first came out. Like, I was like, no. And then I started putting it as a base for other foundations, and one of my favorite foundations to mix with it was the It Cosmetics CC cream. So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, that is dark. Have I gotten lighter? I feel like lately every single time I put on a foundation, I'm like, is that too dark for me? At first, that's like always my first thought. And maybe it's because I hide in the shadows and I don't go out in the sun very much, but no, actually I do go. I mean, I guess I don't. I mean, I stay in the shade. I go outside, but like, it's like a, you know, like a covered kind of porch area thing. So it's not, it doesn't, I don't get exposed to the sun often. But then when I blend it out, it doesn't look as intense, right? I cannot tell you guys how much I love that look. Like when you do your eyes first and then you put your foundation on and it like makes your eyeshadow come to life. I don't know how to explain it. So we are going to use the Star, I keep calling it the Star Sealer. Oh, sorry, I just dropped the concealer. The Magic Star Concealer. We're going to use that. And I tried using, over the weekend, I tried using the Magic Star Concealer, the white one, as an eyeshadow base. And for me, that would be a big fat no. It did not work very well. I've used concealer as a base before, like the Shape Tape and even the Makeup Revolution one, the Too Faced one. Pretty much any concealer I've ever owned, I've used it as an eyeshadow base and it's been fine. This one, I don't know. Like maybe it's just because I'm so used to the MAC paint stick and I just love it and how emollient it is. But when I put the Magic Star Concealer, the white one, on my eyelids, like I felt like the eyeshadow was a little bit difficult to blend on it, and I also felt like it wasn't as pigmented white as my MAC stuff is because it kind of blends away. Because as you can see, that just blended out like a dream, right? So it's kind of the same thing. I also found that for my under eyes, the white powder is great. I love it. Or sorry, the translucent one. Call it translucent, but it is white. It's like flower white. So I was fine with the white one, and I keep forgetting to close the little thing and it keeps coming out a lot. I'm fine with that under my eyes. I'm not fine with it all over my face. So I did my makeup over the weekend and I put it all over my face, and oh my gosh, I mean, there was no flashback per se, but it was like I almost looked like a clown. I was so white. So I definitely recommend for all over your face, one that is closer to your skin tone. So like for me, that's the fair one that I bought. Also, I'm going to try something different because normally I press the powder into my skin with a what's it called, sponge, beauty sponge, and I don't know if that has something to do with why I keep getting dry skin, but that was intense. It does smell more intensely than I initially thought it did too. Like the cotton candy smell is definitely there, but it doesn't last for a long time. So I'm using this Morphe M505, no, M439, totally off, in order to set the powder today, just because maybe setting it with the sponge is like too much, you know, maybe it makes it a little bit too intense. I don't know. And maybe that's why my face was getting dry. I'm just trying to do whatever I can to kind of make it work. So let me go off camera and do my brows and possibly my bronzer and stuff like that. And I'll be right back to finish up the eyes and the lips. Okay, so I use the CoverGirl Chocoholic Contour Palette. And this is what it looks like for my contour, for my bronzer, which I feel like it always gives me a bit of a sharper contour, which I actually kind of like sometimes. And then for my blush and my highlighter, I use my Makeup Revolution Broken palette. Every time I open and close it, I feel like a new piece breaks off, so that's fun. But yeah, the clasp back here just broke. I've had it for years, so it's okay. I totally forgot that I wanted to use the Jelly Much eyeshadow, so I'm going to go ahead and swatch it for you. Unless I use it in my inner corner. Let's swatch it and see how bright it is, and then I'll decide. Okay. So that's really gorgeous. It's really pretty. I could probably put a little bit of that in my inner corner because I have not highlighted. Hold on, that's dangerous. Let me grab a tiny brush and see if I feel like I've never used one of these before. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I think it's a gorgeous eyeshadow and I can't wait to use it like on my lid, but for my inner corner, I don't know. Maybe. Not bad, right? I think I got a little bit too low. Oh no, now I'm just dragging it down onto my under eye. Hold on. Oh, disaster. Okay. It didn't add much to the inner corner, but there is the shade, and I will definitely use it in a future video. It's like a silvery lilac purple, and it did dry all the way down, and it's very shimmery and metallic, so I really like that. I've heard mixed reviews on the jelly eyeshadows, mostly good, but some people didn't like it. So, and then in terms of the glitter, I didn't use that either. I could do a line of glitter. Let me test something out and I will be right back, okay? Okie doke. So what I did was I took Anomaly and I just did like a thin glitter liner with this really thin brush from Morphe, from the James Charles collection, the Morphe M250-1. I'm really glad that it came with that because I've been wanting like a really thin brush. I did buy a paintbrush set that Annette had recommended. I will link her channel up here. And I did buy that, but baby hair is driving me nuts. But I have not used it yet, so. But it's similar to that brush. And I wasn't even aware that Morphe made brushes that thin, so. Sorry, I just stuck my hand right in front of the camera twice. Maybe a third time. I'm just looking for my black liner. Ooh, that tickles. This is Obsidian from Makeup Geek. It's a very creamy, very jet black liner. And I'm just gonna put that on the lower lash line. And I just put on my Marc Jacobs mascara, followed by my Bad Gal Bang. That has been one of my favorite combinations. I also like the Bad Gal Bang with the Revlon Volumizing. But I go through phases, and it depends on what I have open. I just threw away my second tube of the Revlon one. Okay. And then I guess I'll take this little brush, and I'm going to take that shade Jetsam, which is the, I don't know, it's like a black and blue duochrome shade. I don't think it'll show up very well on the, like the duochromeness might not show up on the lower lash line, not really, but it's okay. I just want a smoked out lower lash line. So far the powder is not making my skin look that dry or really dry at all just yet, but it tends to happen a few hours after I've had it on, so we'll see. I'm going to, like I said, continue to test it and make sure that it's not, you know, let me spray my face before I put on lower lash line mascara, because I've made the mistake the past few times of not doing it that way. Then I put on my mascara on my lower lash line, and then I regret it because then I blink and it goes all over my lower lash line. For lips, I'm going to just put on the lip color that I got from the collection because I want to be able to see what it looks like on. And while I don't think it's necessarily going to match really well. Ooh, okay, that's brighter than I thought. Okay. Comment down below if you thought that was going to be more nudish. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm just colorblind. Okay. And then should I put some of the gloss on top? I don't think it's going to do much, but this wand is so stiff. There you go. Once you work it back and forth, it kind of opens up. But I think all it does is make your current lipstick. I keep wiping it off on a makeup wipe so it doesn't get the whole lip gloss the same shade as the lipstick. But I really don't think it does anything except for make your your lipstick glossy. So yeah, I normally would not pair this lip color with this eye look, but for the sake of this video, I think it's okay. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. I will use a lot of these products again. First impressions, I like this eyeshadow palette. Again, I didn't think I was going to be able to get something this colorful with this eyeshadow palette. I looked at it and thought it was much darker. I almost didn't buy this, but then I thought, I've bought pretty much every Disney collection that has ever come out in makeup other than the Dose of Colors one. So I think I need it. So I got it. And I'm glad that I did. I'm going to play with, you know, the Jelly Much eyeshadow in a future video. I have a lot more videos coming up and I'm really excited. So I love you guys so much and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.